straight up bottles of Ciroc, right? So here we go.
It's like, Taylor, don't drink, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not drinking, I'm collecting the bottles. It's different. I do it to collect the bottles, you know what I'm saying? So it's all different. Oh, what's that? Oh. Who wants to be?
I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. I'm completely hammered in this live, by the way.
I'm sorry. Look at that. Well, like, what's he gonna wear at MagCon? Does he got anything to wear?
So this is right when MagCon was going on.
Does he got any shoes for MagCon?
So either way, so I had all that going on. So that kind of brings me to where I was gonna go next. And this is no joke. Like, this is not a joke. From the time that I was about 16 years old, you know, like right when MagCon started, I was drinking alcohol in those meet and greets. How crazy is that? What was I, 16? I had anxiety so bad that I would just start puking repulsively. Like, I would just start throwing up everywhere because I had so much responsibility on my hands and so much going on. Like, I had so much going on in my own head, and like I was just losing. I was self-destructing before MagCon even started, right? So this story's about to get nuts. So I know, Kev, you're probably watching this. My father is you know, my whole family basically is, you know, alcohol is like the devil. Like, everyone in my family drinks alcohol, like a lot, like still. And I'm now like 33 days, but you know, from the course of like MagCon till now, I could take like 2-week breaks, but other than that, I was pretty fucking hammered every other day. Like, I was drunk, like I was wasted, and I'd like wake up still drunk. I would drink so much, I'd still be wasted the next day, right? And it was crazy, right? So I get this big ass house in Indiana. I'm so excited. I got my Lamborghinis, my Aston Martins, my Range Rovers out front. And no one in Indiana really understood what I was doing. I'm from a very small town called Princeton, Indiana, right? And there's only roughly around like 8,000 people from the entire city. Like, I'm talking about the entire city. There's like 8,000 people, right? So no one really understood what I was doing, but there was no nice homes where I was at. So I moved to a place called Newburgh, Indiana, and I got the biggest house I could get, as I just showed you guys. And the house was insane. So the whole city of Newburgh, where I was living, was talking about me. Everyone was talking about me. Like, who the hell is this kid? Like, how does he have like a Galaxy lime chrome Lamborghini, like 3 Range Rovers, jet skis, a yacht, everything? No one understood. And it's my second day in the house, right? It's 4th of July. I'm lighting off fireworks. I'm fucking pissed hammered. I have women over. I'm having a good time, right? I'm having a great time. Then this happens, right? And this is where everything is about to go crazy. And this is when I officially like lost my mind. Like, I'm about to talk about how I actually lost my mind and finally getting to the point where I'm not losing my mind. But either way, here's this video. And some of you may remember this, may have known about it, but I posted about it when it happened, and then I could no longer talk about it because of my lawyers. So like, my lawyers, everyone's like, yo, Taylor, shut your stupid ass mouth. Like, this is the one time where you actually have to shut the fuck up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Fuck. I'm using my old phone, like it's cracked and shit. Like, I have the craziest shit on here. I don't know where the hell this shit went. Okay. So then this happened.
Guys do not have a search.
Okay, so this is, I'm talking over this video, by the way, but either way, you get it. So this is the cops showing up to that house. This is my house. These are the cops. So the cops show up to my house, right? And at the time, I am 19 years old. I just turned 19. It's the 4th of July, and I'm 19, right? And as I was telling you guys, I just literally blew up the whole city. The whole city's like, how does this kid have enough money? How can he afford this house? How can he afford these cars? They don't even know what the fuck social media is. Like, Indiana, you don't understand. Like, they have no idea what social media was. And we're talking about, like, 2017, right? So, like, internet's way bigger now, but at the time it wasn't. So everyone's confused. And those cops run into my house, right? You guys know I'm always straight up honest with you, and I'm now in a position where I can talk about this. I'm in my bedroom. I'm with the girl. I'm getting down, right? Like, I'm getting down. Like, when those cops entered, I was getting down in my bedroom. I was with my girlfriend at the time. And these cops come barging in, right? I hear my brother. I hear my boys. I hear everyone like, yo, cops are here. Cops are here. You know, and I kind of had like a Ryan Sheckler vibe in my house. Like, I knew some of the people, but I didn't really know everyone that was even in my house. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know everyone that was even in my house. And, you know, I probably had like, you know, I had all the cheerleaders, all the girls over, everything. We vibing, we drinking, we smoking, we having a good time. And all these cops show up. I book it. So, like, I had, you know, my bedroom was super nice. Like, my bedroom was super sick, and I had the double twin doors that would go past my pool, my hot tub, and there was a lake. So these cops enter, right? I know that, first off, I have alcohol out everywhere, right? I'm not even 21, so I'm going to get a minor consumption. 2, I have weed in the house. So, and I'm in Indiana. I live in LA now, and I was smoking heavily in those days, right? So that was going to be a problem. 3, I had unprescribed Xanax in my house. By the way, I'm just going to be straight up honest. I just don't care. Unsubscribed Xanax because how bad my anxiety was. And I just really didn't have enough time to go to a doctor to get it. And it just, I don't know. And in Indiana, that's also a felony. So I don't know what it was. My first instinct was like, I'm running. I'm out of here. I'm dipping. Like, fuck this. Like, so I book it out, right? And I don't even have pants on, yo. Like, I'm butt-ass naked, right? I dip. I swim across the whole lake. My whole lake, man. I'm talking about, had to be like 1/4 of a mile. So I swim across this entire lake. I'm butt-ass naked. I'm in the woods, but I grabbed my phone when I left because I like plugged it behind my bed. So I grab my phone, I book it, and I'm holding it above the water, and I'm like swimming like this. And I get across the lake, right? There's cops like with the lights. I book it. I call my girl. She's like, oh, they're letting me leave, this and that. She was there for like 45 minutes. I'm butt-ass cold. I'm freezing my ass off. I'm in the woods. Eventually, she comes and gets me. I go, and I go back to Princeton where my family lives, and I go in the house, and I'm chilling, right? I don't know what's going on, but my brother gets arrested, and my maid get arrested. So I had a housemaid. And they both get arrested. They get put in jail, and I'm just waiting for updates. I wake up the next day. I go to Twitter, and it was very hard for me to sleep that night, but I took a lot of prescription medication, and I put myself to sleep. So I go to sleep, and I wake up that day, and I look on Twitter, and I see a huge semi-truck, flatbed, and they have every single one of my cars on it. I'm talking about a Lamborghini Galaxy Colorado. It's like a $200,000 car, a $70,000 Range Rover, a $30,000 Range Rover, a $100,000 Aston Martin, a $40,000 Jeep, and about a $50,000 truck. All my cars on a flatbed. And I'm getting grilled on Twitter. I am getting roasted, bro. Everyone in my hometown is roasting me like, ha ha, da 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 da. I knew you were a drug dealer, this and that. So the whole city thinks I'm a drug dealer because I don't understand what's going on. I haven't got word. I haven't got any charges yet. I haven't got nothing, right? And at this time, I have everything I ever have dreamed of. Like, for real. Like, honestly, I had everything I ever dreamed of. Like, before I ever did this shit, like, when I came into MadCon, I was already on a CEO, like, I need equity, like, type mindset. So, like, I had the bags coming in, right? I was buying my family all types of shit. I was buying myself all types of shit. I was taking care of everyone. I bought a house in Texas, a yacht out there. I had a house out there, too. I was taking care of business. And I'm like, damn, I'm about to be going to jail. So I'm, like, starting to begin to lose my mind a little bit, right? So, like, shit's starting to, like, woo. So, I see all that shit on Twitter. I see my cars getting taken, and I'm losing it, right? I'm like, fucking yo, like, talking to my dad, talking to my mom. I don't have a lawyer yet, man. Like, I had terrible parenting growing up, right? Like, I'm from a really small town. Like, I didn't even, like, first off, I never even went to high school. So, like, even in middle school, I wasn't even there, man. Like, I was not there. Like, it's crazy how I made it to the situation to where I was able to, like, communicate and get out of Indiana. Like, it's super hard. Like, no one makes it out of there. I think we got Michael Jackson, like, Andrea Russett, and, like, I don't know. And that's still to this day. So, it's just, like, it was super hard. So, either way, all this happens. I see it on Twitter, and I'm losing my mind. I'm like, what's going to happen? Like, well, what did they find in my house? What did the people say that were around? And about a week goes on, right? And I can't go back to the house. My brother and them finally got out of jail. My brother got charged with like 5 charges, right? So this is when all of these like articles, newspapers, all this picked it up. I got hit with 3 felonies. One was maintaining a common nuisance. 2 was possession of alleged drug, and 3 was dealing in marijuana. Felony, straight up, like it's just a straight up felony. And dealing in marijuana. So that's 3 felonies. In the state of Indiana, there's a thing called a 3-strike law. So if you get 3 felonies, you're facing life in prison. And then I got hit with 4 misdemeanors. 1, contributing to minors. 2, I don't know. You can Google it. So I had 7 charges. So I had 7 charges altogether. And in Indiana, there's no such thing as like top-notch lawyers, right? So I hired this one dude. He's a fucking bozo. This dude's a bozo. Like I could just tell this dude was not on the same level as me, but he's like a family friend of some sort. And I hired this dude to be my lawyer. His name was Jason. This dude's a fucking bozo, right? This dude's stupid. Like, I can just tell he wasn't on the same vibe as me. I needed someone to tell me, like, yo, you're getting out of all this shit. Like, you're going to pay the fucking state. You're going to get out of this shit. Everything's going to be cool. Now, this man's like, yo, like, this is really bad situation. Like, this is not looking well. Like, I need to know, like, if you ever sold weed in your life. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, why would I sell weed? Like, I don't sell weed, bro. Like, I sell meet and greet tickets and merchandise. That's it. Like, I've never sold a drug in my life. And he was like, well, this and that. They found over an ounce of weed in your house. And I was like, well, what? So, like, I smoke. Like when I go grocery shopping, I buy a fuck ton of groceries. When I go buy weed, I buy a fuck ton of weed. Like, that's what it was. By the way, I don't smoke anymore. And I'm being dead honest with you guys. I don't smoke anymore. Like, I am sober right now. Haven't smoked in like 4 or 5 months. And this gets me so weak. And then out of nowhere, right? So, like, all that's going on. And I think my phone's about to die, but I'll try to get farther for it. And my lawyers and everyone's telling me, like, yo, like, the minimum you'll probably do is like 10 years. And that's what my lawyers kept telling me. And I'm sitting there, and I had a lot of money at the time. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, like, I'm hiring like 5 lawyers. I was like, I don't know what it's going to take, but I'm going to hire 5 lawyers. So I start making calls. I start calling people. I'm like, yo, I got like these 7 charges. Like, shit's not looking good for me. This and that. Like, I really need. And come to find out, my homeboys snitched on me. Right? So, a couple of my homeboys that were like in my circle that I brought on tour with me was like snitching on me, saying like, yo, like, I don't know what he's doing with all the cash. Like, I know he doesn't deposit all of it in his bank account. So there's a lot of shit going on, right? And this is the course of me like losing my mind, like making up these like situations, like scenarios in my own head that like now I'm thinking about it, like I would never react like the situation that, you know, like, but either way, I was young, right? And I had no one around me telling the same things. Like, all my homies I had around me were using me for bread and all that good stuff, right? And I need some water. Ginger. By the way, I love you guys. I know you guys can't understand me because I can't even understand what the fuck you guys are saying right now. But I love you. I can't understand anything that's actually being said in here right now. Can't wait for my hair to grow back out. So here we go. I lose my mind. I'm thinking, like, yo, I have it made. Like, I got everything I ever dreamed of, and I'm about to have it all taken away. I'm about to go to jail. I can't really think of anything right now, even off the top of my head, that's more scarier than going to prison. That was kind of the point where I was like, man, like, I'm about to spend my life behind bars. Like, I'm going from a mansion with jet skis, a yacht, Lamborghinis, to being in a cell and just disappointing my entire family. That was probably the biggest thing. My grandmother, my grandfather, and my dad were beyond proud of me. They were like, wow, this is crazy. And I was like, well, shit, I'm going to go back on tour and make more money and till this shit all gets figured out. I get a call from my lawyer. He was like, hey, man, you can't be leaving the state right now out on bond. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? So I'm like, I got to get better lawyers. So I actually get this guy named Burley Scales, man. My boy's got like 4 people out of murder, right? So I'm like, bro, I need this guy on my team. He's in retirement. I was like, I got to get this dude out of retirement. And I got to start applying pressure to this situation or it's going to even get worse. So what I do is I get the best lawyer. And this lawyer was no joke, some money. I get this lawyer. He's telling me, you know, I think things are going to be all right, but they might not be all right, right? So this is when all the Netflix stuff happens. This is when MadCon 2 comes around. And this is when I start going crazy, right? I bought like the biggest house in Los Angeles I could find. I got like a $10,000 a month house, huge basketball court in the living room, all this and that. You guys might remember my stories from it. And I buy that. And the intentions that are running through my head are, I'm getting ready to go to prison. I got all this money, I can't die with it. Or I don't want to wait like 10, 15 years if I do get out of prison to spend it. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to blow all this and have the fucking time of my life. But before those thoughts ever came into my head, when I was back in Indiana, I was losing my mind. I was doing so much Xanax, it was retarded. Like, I remember there was times where you'd walk in my living room and I just have a bowl of Xanax laying on the table. And that's no cap. Like, I just, like, swallow 2 of them and just be like, looking like little Xan. Like, look just literally like little Xan, like that. And I'm just like, can't even talk or function. I can't even know what's going on. And I started going to my court dates mega fucked up, right? Like, I'd take, like, 23 shots. I remember just, like, pounding shots. I show up to my court date. Like, my lawyers are like, Caniff, you look trashed. I'm like, bro, I am on a party pack right now. And, yeah, it's just showing up fucking trash as can be. And I grabbed a homie. This part's hard to say. I'm not going to get too in detail, but I lost my mind so much. Let's just say I took flights to Mexico and looked at condos to buy. I thought about running. I went to a surgeon, and I'm losing my mind, by the way. Remember this. I go to a surgeon in Beverly Hills. I'm trying to get plastic surgery so no one can notice me. Crazy. And all those thoughts running through my head. But I went with the decision, I'm going to move to LA. I'm going to get the biggest house I can get. And I'm going to throw fucking ragers. And I'm going to go down in history. This is what's running through my head. And I'm not thinking about, like, there's a chance that I'm not going to prison. Like, I'm thinking I'm going to jail. Like, I've always been a guy, like, you know, expect the worst and hopefully the best happens. But I'm just expecting the worst. I'm going crazy. I'm throwing house parties of the year. The house is filled with unlimited drinks. You name it, I had it. I'm going crazy. I'm buying Rolexes, more car. Like, bro, I'm going nuts, right? Because I think I'm about to lose it all. And even my homies were like Kobe, Chris Miles, everyone that was living with me at the time. I didn't charge any of my homies rent. So they're just like having fun with me. They're like, yo, Caniff's like, you know, kind of like holding us down right now. Like, we just got to have fun with them. So we getting faded, different girls every night. You know, we're doing our thing. Like some shit you can never comprehend, right? And he ain't lying. There's Kobe right there. Kobe's right there, man. And we've always been super honest. I love you, Kobe. Hope you're doing well. My boy Kobe's sober right now, too. Kobe's sober as well. He was around this. We were dead. Yeah, we were dead, man. We were losing our mind. And they're all aware. It took about 6 months of being in the lease before I actually even opened up to Kobe and let him know. I was like, yo, man, like, I'm losing my fucking mind, bro. Like, I remember there was multiple times where Kobe just seen me freak the fuck out, and I'm like losing my mind, and I'm like flushing pills down the fucking toilet, and like they're like, yo, Caniff, bro, you good? And I finally opened up one day and I was like, yo, guys, like, I feel like I'm about to lose, like, I'm letting you guys know, like, I have pending cases. I got to go back to Indiana and go to court. There's a chance I might not be coming back. And they're all like, yo, bro, like, what? Like, what do you mean you're not coming back? I'm like, bro, like, those cases are like, and, you know, all that's going on, I'm losing my mind, and I'm blowing like $25,000 a month, at least. I'm talking about at least. You know, I had maids, I had dogs, I had everything. I'm going crazy. Like, you guys wouldn't even believe it. My phone's on 6%, by the way. So I'm going absolutely nuts, right? And I'm losing my mind. Like, there's no other way to explain it. So I'm getting ready to go to my last court date, and we start recording this Netflix stuff, right? And then some of this stuff is like, by the way, going into this Netflix thing, it was supposed to be called Chasing MadCon. CEO of Losing Their Mind fact. I'm out. Love you, bud. Hey, Kobe, I love you. You're my brother. You know that. Always love you. Kobe lived with me at this house. He was my right-hand man. We went through all this shit together. And I bet he's happy with me about talking about a little bit of it because it's like, kind of understand. But the most humiliating part is the way that I was putting myself out on social media was just ridiculous. But you don't understand. I was fucking losing my mind. Like, I was mentally ill. Like, I was on some Kanye West stuff. But the reason was I thought I was going to prison. Like, I thought I was going to prison. So, without doing any research, my lawyers are going crazy. They're figuring all this out for me, and I have so many requests to go live with people. I'll go live with people after I get done with saying what I want to say. Yeah, so going forward. I'm losing my mind, and I'm getting ready to go back to Indiana to go to my trial. I'm going to trial. Trial. I don't know if you know what trial means, but secret has it, it's not a good time. It's not a good time. And man, am I mentally unstable. Am I losing it, man? I can't remember the flight there. I can't remember showing up to court. I can't remember anything. But I showed up with my Netflix crew. I showed up with 4 security guards, my entire family. The news was out front. My local news channels were out front. And I show up with a camera crew of about 15 people. And my lawyer set all this up. He was applying pressure. My lawyer finally explains to me after, he'd been telling me the whole time, he's like, yo, like, you've never sold any drugs. Everything that they're saying against you is completely untrue. Everything's unjustifiable. Everything that they've said, you've never sold a drug in your life. He was like, you weren't 21, so you couldn't give the minors alcohol. You are prescribed anti-anxiety medication, whether it's Xanax or not. You're prescribed antidepressants, so you're fine there. And there's no way they had their search warrant. And I had like 3 detectives on it, everything. I showed up to that court date, and it was the best day of my life, even though I barely remember it. The search warrant was thrown out, and that means everything behind that was thrown out as well. So I was walking a free man. So with all that being said, I was like, what? Like, I left, I was like, yo, so I just blew almost half my money, right? Made a fool of myself. I did all this crazy shit to become a free man. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is crazy. Like, what? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, man, like, I wanted to move to Mexico. I wanted to, like, do all this and that. But I will say this. If it wasn't for Netflix, if it wasn't for me spending like $100,000 in lawyers and all that unnecessary stuff that, like, I was just playing out scenarios in my head, I would probably still be in jail. It was a small court, right, in Indiana, and when they see Netflix and everything behind it, and I was explaining to Netflix behind the scenes the whole scenario, what I'm explaining to you guys in way more detail with way more crazier stuff involved, and basically how I was being portrayed, but I never wanted to play that card, like, hey, I made mistakes, I gotta live up to it, and I gotta face the consequences. That was kind of my outlook on it, but my lawyers and my family and everyone was telling him, like, he's being targeted, he's a young kid making money from a very small town, and this is kind of how they're going to treat people. And I was just like, no, I made mistakes, like, I got to live with it. My parents were like, what the fuck ever, like, no one could tell me anything, and I was just going fucking nuts. So, the Netflix show was never supposed to be called Chasing Cameron. It was supposed to be called Chasing MacCon. There is footage that if I got it from them that would make you guys laugh your asses off. During that time, what I was doing for the cameras was hilarious. But I was putting on an absolute show for everyone. I kept it so real. I kept it so a buck. I talked about all of this. And when it came out on Netflix, none of it was there. It's just completely gone files. And I am doing very well financially now. I'm doing very well. I'm doing good. I'm like really good. Not social media stuff is like, that's one thing, but the backside of business and like doing stuff, I'm murdering it. Like, I'm making probably about as much money as I've ever done. So I try to buy back my footage from this company, and they wouldn't. They said the price they gave me was ridiculous. I was like, fuck that, because I was trying to like put it back out there, but eventually, like, I want to do like a whole story and talk about all this, because I think it'll be interesting. I feel like a lot of you would get so weak. But I've always, during that course, I was like, I stopped YouTube. I was killing it at YouTube too. Like, I was doing pretty good at YouTube. And I just quit doing YouTube. I quit doing everything, and it sucks because I would have never stopped. Do you got a girlfriend? I do not have a girlfriend right now. I'm single. I'm focusing on myself, making content, trying to attack like the social... All right, I'm about to join some of you. This guy said, let me join, I want to freestyle. So, guests right now, I'm going to add some of you. My phone's about to die, though, so. Come back to YouTube. I'll try. Are you in LA? Yeah, I live in LA, actually. I actually do live in LA, but man, yeah, I lost my mind. I have like even crazier stories. I have videos in here that are in my phone that are so crazy. Ended up actually becoming an equity owner in MadCon when we started the second one. Dealing with all that responsibility, doing so much. I'll show you. My apartment's a fucking mess, bro. Yeah, I don't even really, like, I've been recording. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, make sure you follow me on TikTok. Yeah, I mean, shit. It's a mess in here. I live in Hollywood. I don't know if you guys know who Roddy Ricch is. He's a fucking legend. Killing it. I just got groceries, though, which is huge. I'm like, you kidding me? I'm like, never leaving my house. Got these memes. Damn, my camera's dirty. Yeah, I don't want to show this part. It's a mess in here. But my bedroom, still a mess. Still a mess. My bathroom, it's a mess. I mean, I didn't even thought about cleaning because it's like I'll clean once I don't have to be in my house all day. This is where I play video games. My closet. I don't even know anymore. But I'm gonna guess some of you, bro. Look how like a mess. Like what? Like what am I doing? But yeah. Oh, here I'll show you the view. I mean, shit. Bro, they're doing construction on this goddamn building. It's the most annoying shit ever. Ever. I want to protect you from everything. I feel that. Respect that. All right. I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I guess people, you guys are going to start getting weak as fuck. Yeah, my room's messy. Damn, I don't even know how to post my phone up. Yo, so if you're a stripper, join. I want you shaking your ass on live. Live only. Just shaking your ass. Who we got? Alright.
What's up?
What's poppin'?
Not shit, doing my sister's hair.
You cute as shit. What's your name?
Emily. I've
where
met
you
you
from?
like twice before though. I'm from Cincinnati.
Oh my God. Do you know Machine Gun Kelly?
I don't know him, but I know of him.
Oh, you know him? I was like, Jesus. Yeah, he's from Ohio. Oh, you know Jake Paul and Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Fuck them. No, I'm joking.
Oh God.
I'm joking. Well, that's crazy. What, you're doing your sister's hair?
Yeah.
I just got done doing my pubes, so
Yeah.
basically on the same page.
Same thing.
You look cute as hell too. Hey, put her back on. What's your name?
Aaron. But no, I
Aaron,
was
what are you
saying.
doing? You doing highlights?
Yeah.
You're gonna look even better. You look great now, though.
What year was it? I think it was like 2014. We went to one of the RV projects.
Was I drunk?
I don't know. I think it was the first show on the tour. You were with, what's his name, Zach Mann, and
Oh my God. Zach, man, that's hilarious. I wonder what he's doing. Yeah, I remember that. Wait, where was I at? Cincinnati? I didn't ever went to Cincinnati. Did I?
No, you went to Covington, Kentucky.
And we met him in Indiana too.
Wait, where was I at?
Covington, Kentucky. Y'all were like singing and shit.
I still have everything.
I don't even know what I was doing at that moment. That's crazy. But either way, I'm gonna guess some more people. I love you. Good talking to you.
Oh, it was good talking to you.
All right, be sexy. All right, get that hair done.
You too.
Oh my God. Why don't you join the TikTok wave? Are you fucking kidding me? I've been promoting my TikTok every fucking day. Bro, I literally haven't stopped promoting my TikTok. I hope that was a sense of fucking sarcasm. I hope you're being real sarcastic. You just pissed me off. You just pissed me right off. Yo, here, if you want me to guest you, I'm on 10%. So if you want to be guested, request. Yo, some of you mad and disrespectful. That girl said 2014. I said, was that drunk? That's funny as fuck. Bro, please go live. Let me see. Bro, please. Please, please, please. Come on, man. Join. No one's accepted my fucking request, man. Yo, Skis, when I see you, bro, hands on sight, bro, I'm just straight punching you. Skis, answer the goddamn fucking live, bro. I'm gonna come. Tay Weezy, yeah, no, answer the live, bro. And have your shirt off. And that beard out. I don't. Oh my God, Skis, I hate you. Still love you, though. All right, let me try this again. Oh, there we go. Skis, you're joining. Skis, you can't request to not join. Yes! Yes! How you doing, man?
Tay Weezing!
How you doing?
What's happening, man? What's happening? It's good to see you, kid.
How you doing?
You know what I'm on?
You been sitting on that?
I've just been sitting down on it.
I have one of those too. I've been sitting on him. Where's that dog at? Will. Wow. Hey, show me that thing. That's cute, but not as cute as Skis.
I know, trust. Not as cute as Skis.
You got two.
Hey, I was just tapping
face.
in, Tay Weez.
Hey, hop on Warzone a little bit. I love you.
I'm on, bro. I'm waiting on you.
Hey, I'll be on there in a minute. I love you. Be safe, baby.
Love you, Bubs.
Right. All right. Well, either way, I'm on 3%. So if you guys want, I'm going to go make some TikToks and do some meth. So if you guys want to go watch that, I'm going to start doing TikToks of me smoking meth in the back. Come join. I mean, I guess I'll just go till my phone dies. Bro, I have. Uh-oh. Machine Gun Kelly, join. Yo, Colson, join, you idiot. He just texted me. It's not working. What's wrong with my live? Bro, I have my phone over here on my second Instagram. I follow myself. I didn't even get the notification that I went live. All right, I'm going to charge my phone. Colson, I love you. I'm sorry. I love you.